Ayo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. And for those of you that do not know, TTG is the fastest growing, highest rated premium online trading educational platform and community where we all share the same goal. That's to learn, trade, and profit together. 6 nights a week, we go live for free on this YouTube channel with myself, other TTG Pro Trader moderators and special guests, drop golden nuggets and provide free lessons and education that are going to help you to become a better trader. So if you guys are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the place. Take a moment, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this stream on your own social media. Let's reach out, empower, educate as many retail traders as we possibly can. Today, folks, all-time highs on the markets across the board. My day was very similar to the overall markets. My day was very similar to the overall markets. I started red, I finished green. The overall market started red, they finished green. So we got a lot to unpack here today. We're going to be talking about going red to green. What lessons did we use in order to go red to green? I started red, I finished green. We're going to talk about some risk management. We're going to talk about some technical lessons, some psychological lessons. We got a lot to unpack and unravel here today on this live stream. So you guys are in for a treat. But why should you listen to any of the stuff I share with you on these live streams, right? Like, how do you know that what I'm going to share with you is something worth a damn? How do we know that? All right, guys, I didn't figure any of this stuff out on my own. I was taught by professional traders how to trade. My very first job out of college was 2007, was working for a fund in New York City. And, you know, it was right before the Great Recession, the housing market crisis, the stock market crash. And we actually, during that same time period in 2008, I actually went on to receive one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. But before any of that was possible, I first had to go through an intensive training curriculum. I had access to some of the top trading tools, and I was part of a community of like-minded traders. That's exactly what the TTG platform is based on. Now, listen up. Tonight's live stream is going to go down as follows. We're going to start off with a 20-minute Q&A. We're going to give some time for people to log on. Then we're going to be talking all about the stock market, guys, record highs, big moves in tech, everything else. Complete reversal day in the overall markets. Complete reversal. We started weak, and boy, did we finish strong. Boy, did we finish strong. All right. So we're going to be unpacking that red to green move. I'm going to break down my trades for you. I was red in the morning thanks to FLGC, green in the afternoon by the way of NAOV. So we're going to unpack all that here today. We'll talk about the overall markets as well. A lot to unpack and uncover here, guys. So listen up, listen good. We're going to start that Q&A session here in just a moment. Begin typing your questions in chat now. Don't be shy. Don't feel like you have a stupid question. There's no such thing as a stupid question. The only thing that is stupid is not asking a trader with 17 years of experience who's literally sitting here saying, ask me anything. The only stupid thing is to not ask. All right. So without any further ado, folks, let's go ahead. Let's start that Q&A. All right, guys, let's get that Q&A underway. What do we got, guys? What do we got? Don't be shy. Type your questions. Step right up. Step right up. Hey, Mike, what are your thoughts on Roblox? Wait, did Roblox have earnings today? Ooh. Yes, they did. My thoughts on Roblox. Okay. I mean, this is a support level for Roblox, honestly. We dropped right into a support level for Roblox. Let's pull up my charts for a second. All right, we dropped right down into a support level for Roblox. This is a support level for Roblox. You guys can see all throughout July and early August, we have held this level. This level was also previously a level of resistance for the stock back in April and May. So this is a pretty important area for it. Now, listen, if you believe in Roblox long-term and you're looking for an opportunity to add to a position in your long-term portfolios, if that is what you are looking to do, this could be a decent area to start nibbling at Roblox, with your next ad being somewhere down around 65 if the stock gets down there. That's if you're talking about a long-term portfolio ad. I do not have Roblox in my long-term portfolio, at least not yet. Okay. Not yet. I do not have this company in my long-term portfolio, but this is a really nice support level on Roblox. I'm actually really interested to see. We dropped right down to that level right as soon as the earnings came out, and the stock immediately bounced off of it. But now we are drifting slowly back down into that support level. So what I'm interested in Roblox, before I think about taking a trade on this, I would want to see this support level down here really hold tomorrow and see the stock start to push back up into the high 70s to show me some confirmation that there is in fact still this support level. I want to make sure this support level is still intact. Okay, as of right now, it is, but we'll have to see how the stock trades tomorrow. When a trade is going against you, how do you know to sell or will it pop back up? Well, Angela DeRosa, you know to sell or not because you are going to be following your game plan. Your game plan is going to be based, okay, listen, very carefully. I can tell you're a very new trader. Everyone else that is very new, that is a new trader out here, pay attention closely because I'm going to share with you guys what does it mean when you hear traders talk about a game plan. It's very important that you have a game plan before you enter a stock. Angela, do not ever enter a stock unless you know the answer to these two questions. Question number one, where are you going to exit if you are wrong? Question number two, where are you going to exit if you are right? Okay, you need to know the answer to those two questions before you get into the stock. Don't buy a stock and then just have absolutely no concept whatsoever of when you're going to get out. Because therefore, that means you have no plan whatsoever. And when you have no plan whatsoever, shit hits the fan. Okay? When you have no plan whatsoever. All right? So you must know where you're going to stop out, where are you going to take profits. I like to identify 3 profit targets. Profit target 1, profit target 2, profit target 3. Okay? That is where those are potential areas of resistance that I'm going to be taking profit off on my trade if the stock reaches those levels. Then I'm going to have my stop loss. That's going to be where we're going to exit if the stock goes down, if we are wrong. But in order for you to identify where does that stop loss belong, you first have to identify where is the support level that is holding this setup intact. Now, that might seem like a challenging task for an inexperienced or newbie trader. I assure you, as a member of True Trading Group, it will become second nature to you. You will learn where to put your stop losses. You will learn how to identify these support levels so you can know where to put your stop loss. You'll know how to identify these resistance levels so you know where you're going to be taking profit. This is called developing a game plan. The reason why it is so important to develop a game plan before you enter a trade is because it helps you keep the emotions out of the equation, right? Traders get into trouble when they start trading with their emotions, okay? If you have a game plan, it's the easiest way for you to keep your emotions at bay. Because if I said to you, okay, we're going to buy the stock at 10, we're going to stop out at 9.25, we're going to take profits at 11, 11.50, and 12.50. If that's the game plan, once you get into the stock at 10, nothing else matters now. Nothing matters. You're not going to do a single thing until the stock gets to your profit target or your stop loss, okay? You're not going to do a single thing. So if you buy it at 10, your stop loss is, let's say, 9.25 because maybe there's a support level at 9.40. So you're going to put your stop loss just beneath that support level. So now the only way you are going to do another thing is if you get stopped out at 9.25 or if the stock reaches your first profit target, which is 11. Everything in between your stop loss and your profit targets, forget about it. It's noise. Stocks go up, stocks go down. They put in big green candles. They put in big red candles. They get everybody excited. They make everybody crap their pants. Do not do a single thing, especially as an inexperienced trader, until you are either reaching your profit target or you are getting stopped out of the position. Where so many traders go wrong is every candle that goes up, they think it's going to explode. They buy more. It ends up pulling back. They panic. They freak out. They sell the position. And then all while nothing is happening, the stock is literally just doing this. And then that support level holds. And the stock makes the move a half hour later. And the stock climbs up to $12. And then you get the inexperienced trader says, oh, man, I always get stopped out and the stock goes higher without me. No, you didn't get stopped out because your stop loss was 9.25. You decided to sell the stock at 9.40 because you got nervous because you saw a big red candle. Stick to your game plan. That's the best way for you to keep your emotions at bay. And you'll learn how to do all of this as a member of True Trading Group. My TTG members, a lot of them, we have a lot of traders that started off not knowing anything. They knew absolutely nothing when they first started trading. They didn't know anything about developing a game plan. They didn't know anything about support or resistance. They didn't know anything about any of this stuff. But now they know how to do it because they've actually gotten themselves a real education. Guys, quick show of hands, my TTG fam. Just type the letter I in chat real quick. So guys, type the letter I in chat if when you first joined TTG, you were brand new, you knew nothing, and now you guys are making money. So type the letter I in chat right now, guys. Sound off if you knew nothing at all when you first joined TTG and now you're making money. Yeah, there we go. Look at all these letter I's. Yes. Guys, just look at all these letter I's. Look at all these letter I's. This makes my heart tingle. It makes my heart tingle when I look at all these letter I's. These are people, so like I'm saying, all this talk that I'm going through with you, this lingo where I'm talking about support, resistance, profit target, stop losses. How do you know? Like, how do you know? How do you know? Angela DeRosa, great question. Like, how do you know? Trust me, when you go through courses, you will know exactly where to set your stop loss and where to set your profit targets. Because all these people you see right here typing the letter I, you see all these people typing the letter I, they had no idea before they joined True Trading Group, and now they're making money. So there you have it. All right. The education will set you free. I know it might sound cliche, but it is the truth. Next question. Can review how to use volume to know when to exit, even though there is a good setup. Example, trade line below cross. Okay. Jessica, great question, but a super loaded question. Okay. A very loaded question. I can spend the next 2 hours on here talking to you about volume. Volume analysis is one of the most important aspects of technical analysis. Volume is ignored by too many inexperienced traders. They focus too much on chart patterns and not chart setups. A chart pattern is just the candlesticks, the pattern that they form. A chart setup is everything else. It's the chart pattern, it's the volume, it's the indicators, it's the fundamental catalyst, it's the overall market sentiment, it's the daily chart setup, it's where support, where's resistance, it's everything. That's the setup. Too many traders get so fixated on a chart pattern that they miss everything else. They miss all the other green light signs. They miss all the other red light signs because they get so fixated on a chart pattern. There's specific chart patterns, and there are moments, or I should say there are moments in every single chart pattern that you want the volume to increase. There's moments in every single chart pattern that you want the volume to decrease. And understanding that volume analysis is the difference between identifying a grade A setup, a grade B setup, a grade C setup. As traders, it is our job to identify and distinguish the difference between a C setup, a B setup, and an A setup. Trading is about probability. Trading is not necessarily about being right or wrong. I say this all the time. If you've been following my channel for a while, you're probably sick and tired of me hearing it, but I'm going to say it again. There's not a trader on this planet Earth that would bet their entire net worth that they know what a stock, any stock, is going to do tomorrow. Not a single trader on the planet. You could take the most bullish person on planet Earth for AMC. There's not one single trader on the planet Earth that would be willing to bet their entire net worth that AMC goes to $38 tomorrow. Not one trader on this planet would do that. Why not? Because nobody wants to end up homeless. And nobody knows for 100% certainty what a stock is going to do. Now, any trader on planet Earth, and I mean any trader on planet Earth, if you said, are you willing to bet your entire net worth that you can answer the question, what's 2 + 2? Every trader on the planet would take that because every trader on the planet knows with 100% certainty the answer is 4. So everybody would take that bet. So if there's not a single trader on the planet that would take the bet of risking their entire net worth on what a stock's going to do tomorrow, then doesn't that mean that trading is not about being right or wrong? if nobody really knows what a stock is going to do. Trading is about probability. It's like poker. Nobody knows with 100% certainty what their opponent has in their hand, but they know based on the cards that they have, the cards on the table, they have a probability of knowing I have better cards than they do. That's trading. Trading is about having the patience to wait for A-plus setups. A-plus setups are maybe going to work themselves out 70 to 75% of the time, which means even the greatest setup in the world can still fail 25 to 30% of the time. And it's not because you were wrong or because you're an idiot. It's just because 25 or 30% of the time, that pattern's not going to do what you think it's going to do. There is not a pattern or an indicator that works 100% of the time. It doesn't exist. Stop looking for it. Believe me, if it existed, when I worked at the fund in New York, they would have taught me it. They didn't. A B setup maybe works itself out 60 to 65% of the time. And a C setup, about 50-50. Now, when volume increases or decreases during these chart pattern setups will help distinguish an A setup, a B setup, or C setup. Now, volume a lot of times is the number one component for confirmation. You hear a lot of traders talk about, oh, wait for confirmation, wait for confirmation. What the hell does that mean? Wait for confirmation. By the time you wait for confirmation, the stock's already gone. Confirmation when it comes to volume is going to help you make the determination when a stock has broken through a resistance level. For example, the heavier the volume that comes in when stock breaks through a resistance level, the greater the chance of you knowing now that that prior level that was once resistance is now going to become an area of support. The trade line VWAP crossover, as Jessica is referring to right now in her question, which is a momentum triggering setup that we talk about in True Trading Group that I teach all of my members. That is a day trading setup. Volume is going to be one of the confirming factors of a trade line VWAP cross, which is two things confirm a trade line VWAP cross. That's a quick jump in share price when the stock gets over VWAP with the trade line coming up underneath it, coupled with a strong increase in volume. When those two things occur and the trade line crosses over and above VWAP, you then would look for a low volume pullback into your trade line and your VWAP area. And then that is your confirmation. That's the entry point. That's when you look for then the stock to give you some follow through. So I could literally go on for the next 2 hours on this live stream, breaking down volume analysis and different chart pattern setups and then and everything alike. But for the sake of time, I will leave it with that, honestly. Like, it's such an important factor. And it's like, put it this way. If somebody had said to me, Mike, you can trade tomorrow, but you can only use one indicator, what would it be? It's volume. Hands down, I wouldn't even think about it. It's volume, because volume is going to give me the best indication of confirmation on my levels. I don't need indicators to identify levels. I can identify levels on my own, but volume, the volume that comes in coupled with price action at these levels tells you everything. It tells you the world. So I would say that if somebody said that to me, I would only trade with volume. You know, if someone said, yeah, you can only use one indicator, it would definitely be volume. Now, again, everything I'm saying to you right now, if you're a new trader, if you're like, what the hell is this kid talking about? If that's what you're thinking right now, guys, I'm telling you, it might sound intimidating. You know, trading lingo could sound intimidating. It can sound advanced over your head. It's not. I just showed you how many of our members that when they first started, they knew absolutely nothing. The education, you guys will learn all of the things I'm talking to you about right now as a member of True Trading Group. You'll learn all of it, I promise. AMC stock had 3 green days in a row for the first time in over a month. Is the bearish trend finally over? Is there still emotions, enormous short interest out on AMC? The short interest on AMC is not and never has been as high as a lot of people thought it was. You know, AMC short interest was like in the 20, 30 percentile. It was never 80, 90, 100% like GameStop was. So I haven't checked what the most recent short interest in data is on it. I'm sure it's still probably heavily shorted, especially with the resurgence of COVID. Maybe hesitation of people going to the movie theaters. I'm sure it still has a high. If I had to guess, and again, this is a total guess, I don't know what the current short interest is. I haven't checked in weeks because AMC has not been on my radar for weeks. I would guess it's probably still in the mid 20s. 25%, 22%. I'm sure that's probably somewhere If I check now, I'm sure it's probably in the low to mid 20s if I had to take a guess. But for now, the downtrend has taken a bit of a stall. Let's pull up the chart real quick. Let's talk about it. Now, I talked about AMC last night. You guys, I had Matt Kors on the live stream last night. He and I kind of talked a little bit about AMC, and we talked about an area where we may get a bounce play. And I still do believe that you could get a bounce play here on AMC. You're getting really nice support, just double bottom right here at your 100-day moving average, that purple line on my screen. Okay, and it's also this gap fill. It's also this gap fill and previous support from here as well. Okay, so this area is support for AMC. And then you also have, which Matt actually pointed out last night, it's not AMC, so great. I'm having issues again with the screen share on Restream. Wonderful. Hold on a second, guys. Let me reshare my screen. So annoying. Okay, AMC. Everybody see AMC now? All right, cool. Yay, Restream. All right, so here we go. So here's this support level on AMC. Now, Matt and I talked about this last night on the live stream, right? Matt and I talked about this last night on the live stream. So here's this purple line on my screen. There's your 100-day moving average. There's this pivot little support level here from mid-July, which lines up with the gap fill from early June. That entire area is acting as a level of support for AMC. And Matt pointed out last night in the live stream, the MACD crossover. Now, I'm expanding the MACD indicator here so you all can see. And I want to point out to you that we have just now, for the first time since early June, okay, the first time since early June, we have crossed over the signal line. This is a MACD signal line crossover. That's what this is called. This white line is the signal line, and then this blue line is your MACD, and we have just crossed over the signal line. That is typically a bullish technical indicator when that happens. It's bearish when it breaks beneath it. It's bullish when it breaks above it. Look what happened the last time that AMC gave you a MACD signal line crossover to the downside. When you had a signal line crossover to the downside, that's when the downtrend in AMC started, right? Look at that. So if you line it up, just line it up. There it is. So if I draw this vertical line just for the sake of time, you'll see that when we had that signal line crossover to the downside, that is when the uptrend here was your uptrend in AMC. That is when the uptrend ended, when you had that cross, and then the new downtrend ensued. Okay, so signal line crossovers are good technical indicators from like a swing trading standpoint. And now, like I said, but now we are crossing above it. So just like crossing underneath it was bearish, crossing above it could now be bullish. Okay, so this is a pretty decent support level for AMC. Okay, this is a decent support level for AMC, and I do think it is possible that we could see the stock get a bounce off this level. And I do think it's possible that in the next couple of days, you could see AMC above 40. Now, I think you have major resistance at 45. And I think it is very possible AMC could get to 45 within the next week or so. And then I think 45 is where you start to encounter your next level of strong resistance. Okay? So there you have it. Mike, what are your thoughts on sectors that rely on federal estate legalization like sports, gambling, or marijuana? Good question. Really good question. I think what it comes down to is that I believe both of those sectors will be legalized. It's just a matter of when, not if. I think it's just a matter of when, not if. Okay. I mean, 80% of the population in the United States already has access to some form of legal cannabis, whether it's medicinal or recreational. So I believe it really is just a matter of time until it is legal from a federal level. I'm actually very bullish on the cannabis sector in the long term. I'm not talking about next month or next week. I'm talking about 3 years from now, 5 years from now. I'm very bullish on the cannabis sector. With, sports gambling, I think is a little bit trickier. I think sports gambling is just a little bit trickier, but you're starting to see a wide adaptation in that as well. So I'm actually pretty bullish on both of those sectors. You take a look at a stock like DraftKings, take a look at a stock like Penn Gaming, MGM. You take a look at some of these companies, Golden Nugget, which just got bought out it was DraftKings, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know why I'm drawing a brain fart right now. I'm pretty sure it was DraftKings. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know. But so I am bullish on both of those sectors. But I think that both of those sectors, if you're going to play them, you've got to play them as a long-term investment rather than an active trade, because the timing of that trade is going to be very difficult for you to predict. Next question. Keep those questions coming, folks. Let's do a TGC Fantasy League. There'd be too many of us. There's too many. We'd have to have 500 leagues. Was the story on NVAX? What caused you to recommend it last week, and what is causing the crash now? I made money on NVAX. We're out of NVAX, Madi. So, Madi, we made money on NVAX. I sold out of NVAX, the last piece of it today. The bulk of the profit on that trade came off the table last week. Was a technical trade, was a COVID trade. And I think now maybe you're beginning to see some of why do I think all your vaccine stocks got hit today? I think it's because you're starting to see kind of the plateau of Delta variant cases in a lot of different states. You still have some other states that are more hot than others, but there's, I think that's kind of what gave you that little bit of a hit today on some of those vaccine stocks. Moderna got hit today, NVAX got hit today, a bunch of them got hit today, and I think it's just kind of the Delta variant or Delta cases you're starting to see kind of plateau and level off a little bit, and that's why I think that you're starting to see. That's why I think that you are starting to see some weakness now come back into. Let me pull up my screen though for you guys here real quick. We'll pull up NVAX real quick. I'll take you guys to a chart of NVAX. All right, so here we are. Wait, where was my entry on NVAX? So we sold out of NVAX. Okay, so here we go. So here are take profits on NVAX. Okay, here's NVAX, and my entry on NVAX was back here. It was right there. Okay, so I'm not showing my screen again. Here we go. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So here you guys have it. So here was the entry on NVAX right here. There was your entry on NVAX. And here where I sold out of NVAX. It wasn't a home run trade by any means, Monty. I did think maybe we can get a little bit more out of this. I did think we can get a little bit more out of this, but today a big pullback as those COVID cases are beginning to level off, and we were unable to break through this resistance level. So this resistance level, if you were following my live stream, I said that's the level we have to get above in order for us to really see that follow through on NVAX. And you can see that's exactly where we got to, and we're unable to get above it. We hit it perfectly, literally like almost to the T. Okay, so we were unable to break through that. COVID cases starting to decline a little bit in some other states, and I think that's what gave you the bit of a pullback. You can see obviously Moderna also getting beat up. Moderna down 5% today as well. So just kind of your vaccine names taking a little bit of a breather today. Mike, when looking at a TTD triangle, is the investment made all at once? And when do you tier out? Okay, so Mike, it depends on it. Listen, tiering in or going after full position all at once is a personal preference. It's up to you. More often than not, I'd say maybe 85 or 90% of the time that I enter a trade, I'm going into my trade full position. Majority of the time, I'm going in full position on my entry. Okay. And then do I tier out? I always tier out. Okay. I don't always tier in. I always tier out. Okay. Now, tiering in is where an example where sometimes I'll enter like what I call a tier one. Tier one is 25% of your desired size. So if you were planning on buying 1,000 shares, tier one would be 250. Excuse me. Okay. Tier one is really for when you think you see something, you're just not quite sure yet. You think you see something, but you don't have the confirmation yet. And you kind of want to test the waters. You dip your toe in the water to kind of see how things are. You take that tier one position. If it doesn't work out, so what? You're in 25% of your size. It's 25% of your risk. It's a very small loss. You can, get stopped out, keep it moving, move on, no harm, no foul. But then you want to add to that position when you get confirmation that whatever it is you thought you saw, you were right. Now, what would be an example of that for, let's say, the TTD triangle, Mike, which is the question that you're asking specifically with the TTD triangle? A tier one would be an entry, obviously, inside of that triangle, and a tier two entry would be on a high volume breakout of it. So because now you're getting confirmation that this is in fact a TTD triangle, when you get that high volume break out of that triangle pattern, that's your confirmation. That's when you add to the position, then you look for the follow through. It's personal preference how you want to play it. Like I said, you can tier in or you can go full position right inside the triangle. I'd say 85 to 90% of my trades, when I enter it, I'm entering full size all at once. And then I'll always have my profit targets, which would be profit target 1, 25% of my position comes off the table. Profit target 2, 50% of my position comes off the table. Profit target 3, that final 25% comes off the table. And we just rip profits off as the stock continues its climb. Okay, and that's how we will go about doing that. For those of you that are new and maybe don't know what Mike is talking about when he's like a TTD triangle, some of you might be saying, what the hell is a TTD triangle? Guys, a TTD triangle is literally my favorite setup. It's my favorite setup. It is something that I teach all my TTD members. I teach all my members how to identify this pattern and, more importantly, how to execute a trade on it, where to enter, where to set your stop loss, where to set your profit targets. It's a very high probability pattern that provides amazing risk reward. That's why I love it so much. For those of you that are more experienced traders, essentially what a TTD triangle is a picture perfect grade A ABCD pattern. So if you're an experienced trader, you know what an ABCD pattern is. It's a very common chart pattern. It's a very common term. If you're an experienced trader, you've probably heard of this before. A TTD triangle is essentially an ABCD pattern. It's just an ABCD pattern with very specific criteria that makes it grade A. That makes the probability of this pattern working itself out, up in the 75 percentile, which is about as good as you're going to get. And that's why I love the pattern so much. And I teach my members how to identify this setup every single day. We look for it every single day. We execute trades on it every single day. I did it today in NAOV. Okay, I'm glad you asked the question, Mike, because I use a TTD triangle today in NAOV. I actually entered prior to the TTG triangle forming, but then there was a second entry opportunity within the triangle. We're going to talk about NAOV later on this live stream. There are two separate patterns that I want to show you on NAOV that actually provided you with two beautiful entry opportunities. You could have bought that stock once or twice. I told people about both entry points. The second one was a lot slower of an entry. The first entry happened much more quickly and much more rapidly. That window of opportunity in the first entry opened and closed pretty quickly, so you had to be fast on that first entry. The second one, that window opened, and that window stayed open long enough for you to try to fit an elephant through it before that window of opportunity closed. That was the TTG triangle. I'm going to break that down for you guys later on this live. There's actually an entire course dedicated specifically to the TT triangle. That's how important I think it is, especially for beginner traders. It's a pattern that is easy to identify. It's a pattern that allows you to control your risk very well, and it gives you excellent risk reward, high probability. It's a great pattern for beginner traders to learn on. And I would actually just like a quick show of hands, guys. Type the letter I if you have made money trading the TTG triangle, and if the TTG triangle has helped make you guys money, has helped make you a better trader. If you are thankful for learning the TTG triangle, I want you guys to type the letter I right now. If you love the TTG triangle, type the letter I in chat right now. It's my absolute favorite pattern, guys. All right, look at all these letter I's. I love it. The screen can't even keep up. The screen can't even keep up. The TT triangle, folks. I love it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Beautiful. Great stuff, guys. Really great stuff. Yeah, the TT triangle is a game changer. You know, we actually have some members that literally just do nothing besides wait for TTD triangles. It is I just talked to a member last week on a one-on-one mentor session that I do with members, and they actually said to me, like, Mike, I just, you know, when I first joined, they said, like, when they first joined True Trading Group, they were like all over the place. They were like running around like a chicken with no head. They were like trying to do everything. They were trying to go long, trying to go short. They were trading options. They were doing small caps. They were like literally all over the place. And they were just kind of, you know, getting beat up a little bit. And they just said, I literally just sat back. I said, I'm not going to trade anything other than a TT triangle. And now all of a sudden they're turning themselves into in a pretty solid green month. So it's a pattern that everybody really does love. And it's one that I teach all my members to learn it like the back of their hand. All right. So there you have it, folks. Okay, and that just about does it there for our Q&A. Great job on the Q&A. You guys asked some really great questions. Props to you all for firing away. It's helpful to all of the other members in here when you guys ask those questions. It's a really good learning experience. So keep those questions coming. Guys, if I did not get to your question, okay, if I did not get to your question and you're not a member of True Trading Group, don't worry about it. We do this 6 nights a week. Just make sure to click the subscribe button and the notification bell icon so you never miss any of these live streams. I do this 6 nights a week, that Q&A session. So if I missed your question, don't worry about it. I'll catch it next time, all right? Speaking of new people, and if you're not a member, I'd like to actually see what we're working with here. Gang, do me a favor. Just type the number 1 in chat right now if this is your first time on a live stream or you're not a member of True Trading Group. Just type the number 1 in chat right now. Oh, nice, Rosa. Rosa Daza says, guys, I just signed up today. Anyone who is new, definitely take their 7-day trial. Very educational. It's the best trial I've ever seen. Rosa, welcome to the family. All right, who's new here? We got Dave Carney, Davicito. We got Andrew 1003, Cynthia Favada, Gorinder, a boy named Noah, Ben R. Holmes, Terrence, Bevan S., Stephen Rains. We got Big Head. We got C. Fari, Mike Oxlong, D. Angie Sweet, Darlene Carlson. I like it, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, listen up real quick. Like I said to you before, TTG is the fastest growing, highest rated premium educational platform and community for traders that is all about results. Okay, it's all about results because results matter. We help each other reach their goals of becoming consistently profitable traders by combining top-notch education, premium tools from companies like TradingView, Benzinga, Quote Media, Trade Ideas, and more. We're a community of traders that shares all the same goal: learn, trade, profit together in that order. Okay, before I get into the topics of tonight's live stream, we're going to go over that red to green. We're going to go over a wedge breakout. We're going to go over the TC triangle. We're going to go over risk management. We got so much to unpack here today. So many lessons jammed into one trading day. It's incredible. It's why I love doing these live streams. I love breaking down the day. I love breaking down all the different lessons on the day to help you guys learn from them. And you can implement these lessons as early as tomorrow. But listen up real quick before I do. If you guys watch these live streams, you know that we've been steadily walking our price up towards $2,000 and eventually over $2,000. But we've been doing this by moving the price up a couple of bucks every day until we do cross that $2,000 mark. The one-year membership to TTG, it's normally $2,212 a year. But from now until midnight Pacific, you can save 42% and pay only $1,268. And the next 17 people that sign up for True Trading Group's membership will receive a free brand new laptop. And yes, we do cover the shipping and we do ship globally. We had a couple of them left over from last night. Adam was only able to get his hands on 8 laptops. We had 9 of them left over. That puts you right at 17 laptops. So that's what we've got left. Okay, it's becoming more and more difficult for Adam to get his hands on some of these laptops, and it's literally going on a day-by-day basis. We got 17 of them left. We're fortunate. We had a couple left over from last night, okay, which allows you guys to have 17. So again, the next 17 people to use the coupon code TTG121, not only will you get a 42% discount on the membership, but you're also going to get a brand new free laptop. If you include the value of a laptop, you're talking like a 65% discount. Okay, we do cover the shipping cost for you. It's literally our gift to you for joining the family. We do ship globally. We have members all over the world. We have members in the Philippines, Japan, Australia, UK, Netherlands, Canada, Mexico, Italy, you name it. We've got members all over the world. Okay, and I also want you to think of True Trading Group as a Netflix or trading community because you pay one price, you get access to literally everything that we have. It's all included in your membership. Okay, you get the entire curriculum. It's a 17-course curriculum. This is a simplified version of the stuff I learned when I worked at the hedge fund in New York. You guys are going to get a simplified version of that same education. Okay, you get all of the courses. There's beginner courses, foundation course if you never traded before. There's advanced courses if you're more seasoned. There's also courses on options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto. There's even a course that teaches you how to do your taxes. These are all included in your membership. You don't have to pay extra for any of these courses. There are no VIP or pro courses that we try to upsell you to buy these other programs. No, it's all included with your membership. All the courses are in text and video, whichever is easier for you guys to learn. You also get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. It's a live breaking up to the second news alert service directly inside of our chat. You get Quote Media's full book level 2, which shows you all the market maker depth inside of level 2. You get our trade simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you learn in the courses. You also get TradingView's premium charting software, one of the most commonly used charting programs by active traders. You also get our Trade Ideas scanner. Trade Ideas scanner is an industry-leading scanner. It's going to show you what stocks are making new highs, new lows, have a surge in volume. It's broken down into small cap, mid cap, large cap. Whatever's that you trade, we ensure that you are always focused on the hottest stocks during the day that can give you the best chance to profit. Okay. Of course, access to our chat room where the moderators and there's 7 other moderators. It is not just myself. TTG is compiled of a group of professional traders that all have different styles and strategies. And we are the moderators in True Trading Group. I'm just the one that you see here on the lives, but there are 7 other people that specialize in options and swing trading. So literally every day in TTG, we day trade, we swing trade, we trade small caps, mid caps, large caps, we trade options, literally every single day. So there's something for everyone inside of True Trading Group. And we are in chat with you all day, every day. We're not there for 2 hours and then we're gone and you're left to fend for yourself. We're there from pre-market till after hours. And we are currently sporting well over an 80% win rate in chat. So over 80% of the time that we call out a trade in TTG, it is a profitable one. We keep a trading journal on our website that tracks all of our moderators' trading performance. So you can see firsthand all the wins, all the losses, all the break-evens. They're all right there on the website for you guys to see. And like I said, we share our screen during the day, so you see what we see. We're live on the microphone. I'm talking like I'm talking to you now. You can send the moderators private messages. You can ask us questions. We call out all of our trades in advance of making them. Like I will actually come on the microphone and I will tell you guys, I'm looking at, this stock. I'm looking at $10 support. I'm looking for a pullback to 10.25. I'm going to be a buyer. My stop loss is going to be 9.25. I'm looking at taking profits off at 11.50, 12, and $13. And I tell everybody that entire game plan before I enter the trade. One of the reasons why that's so important, it makes it easier for you to follow along my trades and the other moderators' trades, should you want. It also is important for learning. What is more important for you to actually learn? Our goal is to teach you how to fish in True Trading Group. I don't want you just to be reliant, completely independent on me or any one of the other moderators. I want you to be a self-sufficient trader. I don't want you to only make money when I make money, because if that's the case, guess what? You work for me essentially. And what happens if, God forbid, something happens to me 2 years from now? You're just going to stop making money in the markets. I want you to be able to identify your own trade opportunities. That is what makes True Trading Group special, because in True Trading Group, we all make each other better traders. I can't tell you how many times members bring setups to my attention because I can't look at 1,000 stocks during the day. I can't. So there may be a stock that looks really damn good that I'm not focusing on. But now, because our more than 7,000 strong TTG members now know what to look for because they have a professional education. They've got a simplified version of the education that I received when I worked at the hedge fund. So how I learned, that's how they're learning. And I can't tell you how many times I've made money because of a member calling out a trade to me. All the time. All the time. That's the point of trading in a group. Why else would you trade in a group? Just to stroke the ego of some head trader that's an asshole? Come on, really? No. You make me better. I make you better. We make each other better. That's the point of trading in a group. That's what TTG is all about. Okay? So, the chat room, guys, take advantage of that opportunity in there. You can send the moderators messages, ask us questions, the whole nine. Okay? We also do live workshops and webinars each week covering different topics. We do one-on-one mentor sessions with lifetime members. We do small private study groups. This is really your chance. The small private study groups are your chance to get that individualized attention, to really get help with topics and lessons that you're struggling with. Really helps speed up that learning curve. We do a lot of giveaways too. True Trading Group, every time we get 300 new members, we give away either a brand new Tesla or 30K. All you need to do is be a member of True Trading Group. That's it. Literally, just be a member, and you have a chance to win 30K every time that True Trading Group gets 300 new members. We give away a Tesla or 30 grand. The winner chooses, cash or the car. It's up to you. All right? Just don't use Tesla's autopilot feature. I'm sorry. Too soon. Tesla's being investigated by the National Transportation Safety Board, I believe is the acronym, NTSB, I believe, for their autopilot technology. Okay, so their autopilot technology. Low blow, right? I know. Sean Gallagher goes, low blow, dude. I know. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Tesla stock down big today. Stock down 5% on the back of that news of the investigation. We'll see what happens with that investigation. Just because they're doing an investigation doesn't mean that they find something in their technology being inferior, or there has to be a recall. But depending on what their investigation brings, Tesla may have to do a recall. And that's why the stock, dropped today 5%. So something to keep in mind. But nonetheless, if you guys don't want the Tesla, you can take the 30 grand. Like I said, the winner chooses, cash or the card. It's actually our goal as a company to give away $1 million to our TTG members by the end of 2021. That is actually our goal. We are well on our way. I believe, don't quote me on this, I'll have to check with Adam, but I think we're like right around the 700K mark, going back to well into last year. So our goal is to give away $1 million to our TTG members by the end of this year. So I'll let you guys know. Maybe I'll give you an update on the next live stream. Adam's not with us right now on this live stream. Joe is the man behind the curtain, my producer on the live stream tonight. Say hi, Joe. But I'll get a quick check up in on that for you guys. But we're pretty close. We're well on our way to reaching that goal. Okay, well on our way to reaching that goal. Okay. What else, guys? That's okay. There we go. Thank you, Joe. So, gang, you actually have to enter the coupon code TTG121. Okay, you actually have to enter TTG121. Okay, and then click apply code in order to get that discount. Okay. You'll also know that you are getting one of the 17 laptops. Remember, the first 17 people to sign up are going to get a free laptop. You'll know you're getting a laptop because you'll see it in your checkout cart. If you go to your checkout cart and there is no laptop there, that means we've already sold out of the 17 laptops. Okay. So you actually have to enter that coupon code TTG121, click apply code to get the discount. The next 17 people to do that exact thing will get a free laptop. And guys, I do offer a money back guarantee for those that are curious, or maybe if you're on the fence, maybe this can help make your mind up for you. But we do offer a money back guarantee at True Trading Group. Results matter. I said that to you guys earlier. Results, they flat out matter. And, we've done surveys with our group. And according to a survey from the first week of July, over 80% of our members are successful, meaning they're making money, they're becoming better traders. If you guys don't believe me, I want you to watch this. Gang, real quick, if you're a member of TTG, quick show of hands, type the number 1 in chat right now. Type the number 1 if you're making money and becoming a better trader because of True Trading Group. Just go ahead right now, type the number 1 in chat. Okay. Now, anyone that's not a member, if you're on the fence, if you're thinking about it, I wouldn't even pay attention to me. I would just watch the amount of number 1s that are about to come through on your screen. These number 1s that you are seeing people type, these are TTG members. These are real people just like you that decided they were going to join True Trading Group. They were going to get themselves a professional education. And now they're making money. They're becoming a better trader because of it. It is because of these people that are typing the number 1 in chat that I can confidently offer you a money back guarantee. If my members were just losing money, I would not be able to offer you a money back guarantee. I'd be a complete fool to do so. But I believe that if you are willing to put in a little bit of time, energy, and effort to actually try to learn this skill, that I think you can do it. I think you can do it because over 80% of our members are doing it. And they found TTG the same way you did, a live stream. Okay? They found TTG the same way that you did, a live stream. So here's the deal. If you commit to me, I'll commit to you. Here's the deal. If you go through all of our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one private study group, do those 3 things, that's it. If you still do not make back your membership fee at least once during your membership, I'll give you all your money back. I'll give you a full refund. Dead serious. I'll give you a full refund, guys. I'll give you a full refund. So what's the worst that can happen? You guys join True Trading Group. You get a free laptop. You don't make back your membership fee. I give it back to you. You still get a free laptop. You don't have to give the laptop back. It's yours. Maybe your kid needs a new laptop for back to school. Cool. Give it to them. Best case scenario, you join True Trading, get a free laptop. You've actually become a consistently profitable trader. You become the members that you're seeing right now, typing the number 1 in chat, and you reach financial dreams you never thought were possible. Weigh the risk reward of that trade. All you got to do is use coupon code TTG121 right here, right now. You get the 42% discount, the money back guarantee, and you'll get a brand new free laptop. Everything I'm saying to you, it's on the website, so you know you're getting exactly what I'm saying to you guys right now. Just use the coupon code TTG121. Okay? All righty. Let's do this. All right, now it's lesson time. I'm going to take a quick little sip of water, clear my throat a bit. Man, I talk too damn much during the day. Sometimes my throat screams at me at the end of the day. Like, Mike, shut the fuck up. All right, let's go. What do we got? FLGC. Okay, so like I said today, guys, I started the day red. Okay, I started the day red today. Okay, we started the day red, finished the day green, just like the overall markets. Okay, just like the overall markets. Let's go to the charts. I'm going to talk to you guys about a couple of different lessons throughout this live. So in recapping my red to green day, all right. Now, listen, today wasn't a big green day. I started red and I finished green. It wasn't nothing to write home about, nothing to, tell your mom about. Hey, Mom, guess what I did today? No. But listen, man, green is green. Profit is profit. It was a nice little green day. It was a good way to start the week, and we build on top of that tomorrow. So far, we're having a great month of August. Okay. So it's only 2 red days so far for me in the month of August. All right. And we're halfway through the month. So we're doing pretty good. All right. So let's get down here to FLGC. Let's pull up the charts. Now, FLGC was a bit of a short squeeze move that we've been seeing this thing over the last couple of days. Okay, FLGC on the daily chart, you get this pop. Dallas, I'm a Giants fan, so I'm going to let it slide. I'll let it slide. I'm a Giants fan. I'm going to let your name slide. All right. I'm going to let your name slide. Everybody, welcome Dallas to the TTG family. Everyone give Dallas a big warm welcome. Give them a big warm welcome. Use coupon code TTG121, folks. We only have 16 laptops left now. Okay, 16 laptops left. All right. 16 laptops. Hey, Memphis Street Talk, you cut that out. She goes, Dak. Cut that out. No more trade alerts for you. No more trade alerts for Dallas Cowboy fans. I'm only kidding. I would never. I love you guys. I'm only kidding. I'm teasing. I'm feeling fun today. All right, so FLGC, guys, got a big breakout day on Friday. Okay, so you see Friday's action. Friday got this big breakout day to new all-time highs. Okay, so momentum-based day for FLGC. A momentum-based day for FLGC on Friday. So what I was looking for today on FLGC was for the stock to still have that momentum. I'm looking to see, do we still have momentum coming off of Friday's breakout day? And right off the bell, this thing rips off the open. Just rips off the open. You get good increasing volume on that push. And then we got a decreasing volume on its pullback. So there's your first pullback of the day. All right. That is your first pullback of the day. So after you get the first pullback of the day, you are then able to identify the initial morning high. That's your initial morning high on FLGC. Okay. Once you get your first identifiable pullback, which this is, that marks the initial morning high. Now, I liked this entry because look, you had decreasing volume on the pullback, and that pullback took you right into, okay, that pullback took you right into, let me delete, I didn't really even use the fibs on this entry anyway, so I'll just delete the fibs. It'll clean the chart up anyway. Right down into your trade line. Okay, and my trade line, which is this blue line, this teal, the baby blue, the teal blue line on my screen, that's the 9 exponential moving average. We held that level beautifully, and we jumped right back over VWAP, and then we got this huge increase in volume on that push higher. Huge increase in volume on that push higher. That increase in volume, when we popped over VWAP, was my entry. Okay, that is what got me long into this stock in the first place. It was the increase in volume there on that break right up there above, back above VWAP. Okay, I got long at $20.29 right there. $20.29. I am long right there. Okay, that's my long entry on FLGC. Now, what I'm looking for is for this trade line to cross over VWAP, which it started to do there, and I'm looking for that to push this stock up to new highs. That was the game plan on this trade. However, that is not what took place. As you can see, the stock failed and then rolled itself back over. So listen, you're going to get some people that are going to ask me, well, Mike, is there any way we can tell? Is there any way we can know the stock's going to do this? No, folks, there's not. If there was, I wouldn't have bought the stock there in the first place. Then now would I? But what we do is implement a risk management strategy known as tier trading. The tier trading strategy is a method that I teach all of my TG members. It is a complete game changer. I promise you, once you learn the tier trading strategy, you will never trade any other way. The tier trading strategy is something that I initially learned working at the fund in New York, because when you're trading very large positions, you can't just buy, $5 million of a stock all at once. You've got to buy it in pieces. You got to sell it in pieces. That's why I originally learned the concept of tier trading. I've since tweaked it so it applies to my own individual retail trading. Okay. And it has everything to do with identifying multiple profit targets. Multiple profit targets. I talked about this a little bit earlier during the Q&A session. Okay. I talked about this a little bit earlier during the Q&A, where profit target number 1, we're going to sell 25% of our position. Profit target 2, we're going to sell 50%. And profit target 3, we're going to sell that last 25% of the position. Okay. The concept behind tier trading is designed to do 2 things specifically. Tier trading is supposed to keep you in winning trades longer. It's also supposed to help you keep losing trades small. That is what tier trading is designed to do. In this case, it is helping us to keep losing trades small. On this entry, my first take profit target was right over the high of the day, because typically the high of the day could tend to be an area of resistance, and you run the possibility of a failed breakout or a double top. So once the stock broke over through the high of the day, I got to my first take profit target and I sold 25% of my position at $21.20, $1 a share above my entry. So $1 a share, I get to my first take profit target and I sell 25% of my position. My second take profit target was going to be up here. And then my third take profit target was going to be somewhere up in this region. These were going to be my 3 take profit targets. As you can see, we only got to profit target number 1. This is where the tier trading strategy protects you and helps you keep losing trades small. Because now when the stock rolls over and I get stopped out, okay, of the rest of my position, I stopped out of my position at $18.82. $18.82. Right here is where I sold out of the rest of my position. But because I was able to get 25% of my position off the table here for profit, I'm now only in 75% of my position. So when I get stopped out, I'm getting stopped out on 75% size, plus I have profit from this 25% piece that cancels out a portion of this loss. That will leave you with a much smaller than anticipated loss. Whenever you get into a trade, you should know exactly how much you're going to lose if you're wrong. Okay? Whatever your risk tolerance is. If my risk tolerance is $5,000 and I say, okay, if I buy a stock at $20 and if I stop out at 19, I know that if I buy 5,000 shares, I'm going to lose $5,000. That's my risk tolerance. That's how much I'm going to lose. I expect it. I'm going into it. That's my risk tolerance. I'm okay risking that dollar amount. In a situation like this, if I'm able to take 25% of my position off the table and then get stopped out on 75% of my position, instead of losing $5,000, maybe I only lose $3,500. And that keeps my loss small, which for me would be a small loss because my full loss would be $5,000. That's my risk tolerance per trade. Now, for someone, that's just me, okay? Your risk tolerance might be $100. It might be $500. It might be $1,000. It might be $10,000, whatever it is. But let's say your risk tolerance is normally $1,000. Let's say if you get stopped out, you're okay losing $1,000. In this situation, you don't lose $1,000. Maybe you lose $750. And that makes all of the difference in you protecting your downside, keeping your losing trade small, because now you do not need, okay, now you do not need a home run trade. Okay, you don't need a home run trade to go back into the green, because now I'm sitting on a smaller than expected loss. And now if I just make one winning trade, again, risking $5,000, if I do get followed through on one winning trade, you're talking about making 6, 7, 8, which easily brings me over and covers the loss on FLGC. This is why the tier trading strategy is so important. Too many people, they hold on to their entire position and they just go for all or broke. They're either going to get this massive home run or they're just going to stop out and they're going to lose. And there's nothing in between for a lot of people. That's poor risk management. You don't have to trade that way. The tier trading strategy is so important. It is so influential and so impactful on your trading statistics that I have created an entire course dedicated specifically to the tier trading strategy. That's how important I think it is. Guys, quick show of hands, my TC members. How many of you have become better traders because of the tier trading strategy? Type the letter I. Type the letter I if you become a better trader because of the tier trading strategy. If you'll never trade any other way, type the letter I in chat right now. I just want to show non-members how important and how impactful the tier trading strategy is. And it is designed specifically, like I said, to help you stay in winning trades longer and to help you keep losing trades small. In today's trading, the tier trading strategy helped me keep a losing trade small. Anytime you're able to take a loss on a failed trade and you are not taking a full loss, that, folks, is a win. It's a win. Stop looking at trading as it's only a good trade if I make money. That is not true. It is not true. You can still lose money on a trade and make a good trade. And some people might be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. No, believe me, I do know what the hell I'm talking about. I've been doing this for 17 years and traded out a fund in New York City, my very first job on Wall Street. I do know what the hell I'm talking about. There is no pattern or setup that works 100% of the time. If we know that, then we know that even the highest probability setup can still fail. It's our job to make sure that when we are in those 25, 30% time, because I told you before in the live stream, an A+ quality setup is maybe going to work 70 to 75% of the time. So that means even the best setups in the market can still fail 25 to 30% of the time. Now, does that mean you made a bad trade? No, it doesn't. You went after a high probability pattern and setup, and you're going to put yourself on the right side of that probability over and over and over again. Okay? This was a red trade for me. I was net negative after this trade, but I lost way less than a full loss position. That is a win, because the law of probability, the law of averages are going to tell me if I continue to put myself on the right side of that 70, 75% probability, okay, any time that I can be in a 25 to 30% of the time that it's not going to work out, whenever those scenarios present themselves, which is inevitable, you're going to make losing trades. But whenever you can make a losing trade and lose less than full loss, that's a win. That is a win. You are defying the odds you are defying the law of probability and the law of averages when you are doing that. Because on other trades, if you're just going to be wrong completely, you're going to get stopped out. You're going to lose your full size. So let's say your full risk is $500. You buy a stock at 10, your stop loss is 920. Let's say you buy it at 10, it goes straight down to 920. You lost $500. That's a full size loss. But in a case like FLGC, you might buy it at 20, it goes to 21, you sell a piece of your position, and then you get stopped out on 75% of your size. You're not losing 500, you're losing 350. And if you do that a handful of times, guess what? That difference, that money you're saving, it adds up. It could be the difference between you having a red month and a green month, a red day and a green day, a red week and a green week. It can be that difference. It's a win. Just because I lost money on this trade does not make it a bad trade. It makes it one of the 25 to 30% of the time that the pattern's not going to work out, and I was actually able to escape this trade with a small loss. That, in my book, is a win. On to the next trade. I'm small red. Now I can just look for another opportunity, another high probability pattern, put myself on the right side of the 75% probability and attack it confidently. I'm not sitting here saying, oh no, I'm red. FLGC didn't work out. Now I'm gun shy. I'm questioning myself. I'm thinking, oh no, what do I do? I'm 36 years old, for those that are asking. I just see some people asking, how old is he? I'm 36 years old. So, you know, I'm able to say, hey, this isn't something that I did wrong. It's part of trading. Not every trade's going to go up. Not every trade's going to be a winner. And I'm going to go look for another high probability pattern. We're going to attack it. Grant, welcome to the TGD family. Everybody give Grant a big warm welcome. We now have 15 laptops left, folks. Use the coupon code TTG121. Okay, coupon code TTG121. You guys will get a 42% discount on a membership. And the next 15 people to use that code will get a brand new free laptop. The laptop's going to be either an Acer, HP, or Dell laptop. Totally free, guys. It is our gift to you. If your kid needs a new one for school, maybe you need one for work or for trading, maybe your, whatever, your wife, your husband, maybe they need a new laptop. Whatever it is, it's yours. Do whatever you want with it. It's totally free. It's our gift to you, folks. We got 15 of them left for the next 15 people that use coupon code TTG121. Okay, now that was FLGC. Like I said, started the day red, but then we finished green. And we finished green thanks to NAOV. Okay, we finished green thanks to NAOV. All right. Now, NAOV is a wedge breakout. Now, one of the lessons I want you to focus on here with NAOV is the importance on using multiple time frames. Okay, it's the importance on using multiple time frames, because when I just show you this, okay, the untrained eye may not immediately recognize a wedge, right? The untrained eye may not immediately recognize the wedge. However, if I take you to a 5-minute chart, the wedge may start to become a little bit more clear. Okay. You see how on the 5-minute chart it becomes a little bit more clear? You guys see that? Let me go back to the 3-minute for you. Right? Go to a 1-minute for you crazy people out there. 5-minute. See how it cleans the chart up a little bit? See how it cleans the chart up? Okay. Now I'm going to go back to the 3-minute chart just to show you the trade, but that's why it's important for you to use multiple time frames, because sometimes you may not recognize the chart setup on a 3-minute or, you know, a 2-minute or a 1-minute, but on a 5-minute it becomes a little bit more clear. So here's your wedge pattern on NAOV. Now this was actually crazy today. We actually called this in chat. I came on the microphone in chat today, and this was wild. I came on the microphone in chat, and I literally said to everybody, go, guys, take a look at NAOV. Okay. I said, take a look at NAOV. We got this nice little wedge pattern forming. I'm going to be looking to take an entry here in the 350s. Verbatim what I said to everybody in chat, because like I said, I come on the microphone in chat, and I tell you what I'm going to do before I actually do it. Okay. True or false, guys, my teaching members, true or false. I come on the mic, I tell you what I'm doing before I do it. This way, you guys will always know what stock I'm looking at, where I'm looking to be a buyer, where I'm going to put my stop loss, where I'm going to set my profit targets. I want to make sure that you fully understand what I'm going to be doing, and most importantly, why. Remember, it's the why factor that will help you learn. I don't want you just to blindly follow me. I want you to understand why I am doing what I'm doing. That is how you're going to be able to actually learn. Okay. So I came on the microphone, guys, and I literally said to everybody that I'm getting long. And as soon as I couldn't even finish my sentence, and this thing starts to just rip faces off. And I actually got long here at 351. And I actually got some, I didn't even notice it, but I got some filled at 352 as well. Okay. So, but the bulk was really 351. So 351. Okay. 351 was my entry point on NAOV on a breakout of this wedge pattern. But understand, I did not buy this because it broke out of the wedge. I was buying it in anticipation of the wedge breakout, and my stop loss was going to be beneath the wedge. So here was going to be the stop loss. I was buying this thing regardless. Okay. Whether we had this candle or not. Understand that the entry here was prior to this huge breakout candle. It just so happened that as soon as I did it, as soon as I said it, literally within probably 30 seconds, this thing just took off. There's a clean breakout out of that wedge. Okay, it was a clean breakout out of that wedge. Okay, so again, long right here, $3.51. Okay, now, What happens next is the setup of a beautiful TTG triangle. Now, I told you before we were going to mention the TTG triangle. So here I can delete the stop loss. We don't need to have the stop loss there. We'll clean the chart up a little bit. Okay, we'll clean the chart. Pincus, welcome. Welcome. Everyone, welcome Pincus, the newest member of the TTG family. That means we have 14 laptops left. Guys, all you need to do is use coupon code TTG121. That's it. You use TTG121 coupon code, you'll get the 42% discount, and you will get the brand new free laptop. Remember, we ship all over the globe, and we cover the shipping cost for you. It is literally our gift to you for joining the TTG family. All right? So, now, nice increase in volume when we broke through the high of the day, and then you get your TTG triangle starts to form. There is your picture perfect TTG triangle. There it is, folks. All right, does not get much cleaner than that. The high volume break over the high of the day. Remember, the heavier the volume that comes in on that break, the greater the chance that previous high becomes support. All right, there was your increase in volume through the high of the day. Then you had your pullback to retest that previous high. Okay, there's your retest of that previous high to see if it now becomes support. You get low volume on the pullback, low volume on the pullback to retest that high. That forms the triangular pattern, and there it is. That's also known as an ABCD pattern. In this case, a TTG triangle because of the very specific criteria. And then you get the follow-through move up here to new highs. And that is when we now start ripping profits off the table. So, folks, you had 25% of the position comes off the table here at $3.71. 50% of the position comes off the table there at $3.83. And then what I did was I took my last 25% of my position and I actually broke it up into two different pieces. And I sold another 12.5%, or these were like, it was like, it wasn't exactly 12.5. I just did the math real quick in my head. And I split it right in half. So it actually, but it was an uneven number. So that next day profit comes off the table at $3.92. $3.92. And now I'm holding a real small piece of my position, about 10, 11, 12% of my position, what I'm holding now at this point. And then we did not go any further. And then I decided that I was going to stop out of the last piece of my position. Final take profit, $3.66. So the bulk of my position, though, guys, profit right here. That's the bulk of my position. And this trade brings me well into the green on the day. This well more than makes up for the loss on FLGC. And this is how we go from red to green on the day. But the red to green move is not possible if I am not managing my risk on that FLGC trade, if I'm not implementing the tier trading strategy. Okay, if I'm not implementing the tier trading strategy, that's when it's more difficult to go red to green. You want to get yourself into positions where you can have one red trade and one green trade. You should be green at the end of the day. If you have one red trade and one green trade, you should be green at the end of the day. You should be making more money when you're right than you are losing when you're wrong. And the tier trading strategy is going to help you accomplish just that. Okay? So again, listen, I know this was a lot. Okay, I know I'm throwing a lot of different lessons at you guys. I'm hitting you guys left and right with different lessons on TTG triangles, tier trading strategies, wedge breakouts. I know I'm throwing a lot at you, but it's because you can take this. You can handle this. You can absorb this stuff. You can follow this. And anyone that's brand new, again, if this is intimidating, if you're like, if this is over your head, if this is foreign to you, I'm telling you guys, don't worry about it. Don't stress it. You will learn how to implement all of these things as a member of True Trading Group. You will learn all of this. Okay? You'll get to learn it like the back of your hand. All right? So there you have it, folks. What I'd like to do here right now, I hope that was helpful. I hope that was valuable. I hope you guys learned something from these trade breakdowns. some stuff that maybe you can implement in your trading as early as tomorrow. I hope so. That's my goal. My goal on these live streams is to help educate and empower you, the retail trader. Let's help bridge that 1% gap, right? Bridge the gap between us and the 1%. That's what you guys want to do. Okay, that's what I'm trying to help you all achieve. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do here now, for those that are interested, I'm going to show you the TTG platform. I'm going to show you everything you get included with your membership. Okay. But before I do, I'd like to know who is still on the live stream that is not a member of True Trading Group. If you're not a member, type the letters TTG in chat right now. Nice. Michelle goes, it's so true, guys. I just started with TTG 2 weeks ago. I'm already halfway through the courses. I'm so excited. All right, we got Davicito, Gurinder, Juicy J, Angie Sweet, Mike Oxlong. Nice. CMW just got certified. Yes, Trader Allen just got certified. CMW and Trader Allen just got TTG certified today. Yes, I love it. Angel Rain TTG certified. Beautiful. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, nice. Dotan D Flash, welcome. Guys, Dotan D Flash, Trader Allen invited Dotan their first time as a viewer of the TTG live stream. Well, Dotan, welcome. I hope you're getting some value out of the stream, brother. All right. All right, beautiful. Listen, guys, all of you that are typing TTG in chat, okay, remember, all right, remember, the 1-year membership to True Trading Group, it's normally $2,212. But from now until midnight Pacific, you guys can save 42%. You'll pay only $1,268. And the next 14 people to use the code TTG121 will get themselves a brand new free laptop. All right? A brand new free laptop. Remember, think of us as the Netflix of trading communities. You pay one price, you get access to every single thing that we have. All right, there aren't upsells for all of these things. You get everything I'm about to share with you, you get included with your membership, okay? You get access to the top premium trading tools and products because you bundle them together as part of your membership. You're going to get access to Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. This is a live breaking up to the second news alert service directly inside of your chat room that gives you news as soon as it crosses the wire. You cannot rely on a delayed news feed if you're going to be an active trader. Why? Because other professional traders, Wall Street traders, hedge fund traders, computer algorithms, they get news as soon as it crosses the wire and they can act faster than you can. So therefore, you need to get news the same time they do. This Benzinga news feed allows us to do just that. It's an invaluable tool that my moderators and I, my members, we use this each and every single day. It's an invaluable tool. It's totally free. Include with your membership. You don't have to pay extra for it. You're also going to get quote streams, real-time full book level 2 that shows you all of the market maker 2s, all the market makers inside of level 2, all the depth, not just the ones that your broker shows you. You'll get to see all of them. You're also going to get to use our trade simulator that allows you to trade stocks and options with fake money, with real-time data when you practice implementing what you've learned in the courses. Please use the simulator. Most traders lose money at first when they first start trading. Please, if you're going to make mistakes on the simulator. Prove you can make money first before you start risking your hard-earned cash. You're also going to be able to use our Trade Ideas scanner, folks. This is the industry standard when it comes to scanning. It's going to show you stocks making new highs, new lows, what has a volume surge. It's segmented and broken down between small cap, mid cap, large cap, depending on what it is that you trade. Okay, it's broken down there for you. This will ensure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. All right, make sure you always have the best chance to profit because of this scanner. Get a lot of our trade ideas from the Trade Ideas scanner, no pun intended there. You're also going to get to use TradingView's premium level charting software, folks. This is one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders. It is yours free. You don't have to pay anything extra for it. You're also going to get a minimum of 10 easy-to-follow, actionable, real-time trade alerts per week from a community of traders currently sporting well over an 80% win rate. We are fully transparent in chat. We keep a trading journal that literally tracks every buy and every sell that all of our moderators make. We load up our trade activity each and every day to the trading journal so you can follow along and you can see how you would be performing if you've been following along with all of the trade alerts. Then you also get access to a small private study group. Small private study groups are your chance to ask questions, to get one-on-one individualized attention with a THD moderator to help go over lessons and topics that you are struggling with so you can help speed up that learning curve. Then, of course, we have the courses. Guys, remember, this is a simplified version of what I learned at the Fund in New York. It's a 17-course curriculum. You get all of the courses. There are no special VIP pro courses that will cost you more money. There are beginner and foundation courses. There's advanced courses. There's option courses, trader psychology, swing trading, crypto, taxes, how to trade during a down market. You name it, we've got it. It's all in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. Then we have our video library. On top of all those courses, the video library has well over 100 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars that we've conducted with members. We do these things live, we record them, and then we load them into the video library for people to go back and rewatch at a later date. Some of those topics are how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO, just to name a few. You get access to all this stuff, guys, as a member. You don't have to pay extra for any of this. All of this is included with your membership. And then, of course, our chat room. You can private message me, the rest of the mods, for guidance, mentorship, ask us questions. We're sharing our screen with you during the day. We're live on the microphone, calling out our trades. You get to use our mobile app. Our mobile app is downloadable on iPhone and Android. You'll be able to see the screen share, hear the audio analysis, even when you're not in front of your computer. And most importantly, you get real-time push notifications whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade. That's how so many of our members are able to follow along with TTG while they're working a full-time job. Okay? Guys, listen up. The price of our membership is being walked up daily by a couple of bucks until we hit and cross over that $2,000 mark. And even then, the value is insane. But at this price point right now, $1,268, it's a freaking steal. I mean, just to put it bluntly, let me put things into perspective for you. That Benzinga newsfeed, the Benzinga newsfeed, if you wanted, let's say you're like, you know what? I don't want to join TGD, but I really do want that newsfeed. That sounds really useful. Go to Benzinga tomorrow and say, hey, how much for your real-time pro newsfeed with the Squawk Box feature? They're going to charge you $1,400 a year. You can pay $1,268, get a TTG membership that includes that newsfeed. That's the value you're getting in True Trading Group. But it doesn't stop there, because the full book level 2 from Quote Stream is $990 a year. The trading simulator is $300 a year, and TradingView charges $600 a year for their premium level charting software. So all of these tools that, mind you, are included for free with your membership. You don't pay extra to use them. They would cost you $3,200 a year if you paid for them on your own. You get them all included free with your membership. Guys, our goal is to disrupt this entire industry. In order to do that, we need to provide insane value, which is what we do, and provide results, which is what we do, at a price substantially less than any of our so-called competitors. You saw how many members commented the letter I, commented to, hey, I'm making money, I'm becoming a better trader. You saw how many of my members were commenting before. Over 80% of our members are successful, meaning they are making money or becoming better traders. Guys, when we break this down, $1,268, it's like $3.50 a day. It's like $105 a month, something like that. And don't forget, you have the money back guarantee. I'm literally sitting here telling you, if you do not make your membership fee back, $1,268, if you don't make that back at least once during your membership after completing the courses, passing the quizzes, and attend one private study group, that's all I'm asking for you to do. You have an entire year to go through all the courses, pass the quizzes, and attend one study group. That's all I'm asking for you to do. Put in a little effort. And if you don't make back your membership fee, I'll give you a full refund. I will give you all of your money back. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Okay? We started tracking refunds, right? Of the last 4,500 people that have joined True Trading Group, we have refunded 100. That is a refund rate of 2.2%. Now, that's great because it's proof that we actually do give refunds, right? I don't make you jump through hoops. I don't make you dance on your head for a refund. If you do those three things, if you don't make back your membership fee at least once, I give you your money back. And I can very easily see if you've completed those 3 things because I can see the back end of your membership. I can see if you've completed the courses. I can see if you have ever logged in to a private study group because it's all done on the TeachD platform. So if you just do those 3 things, if you don't make back the membership fee, I'll give you a refund. But of the last 4,500 people, only 100 have gotten a refund. The other 4,400 people have gone on to make back that membership fee. So let's actually ask our members. Guys, if you're a member of True Trading Group, how long did it take you to make back your membership fee? Type in chat right now. Let me know. How long did it take you to make back your membership fee? John Gill, you're surprised at 100? Dude, out of 4,500 people, only 100 people. That's 2%. That's literally 2%. All right, TG Sunshine took her 3 weeks. Took Dominic Affinito 3 weeks. Took Bruce Sears less than 2 months. Took Travis Wunderman 1 month. Took Andrew Knutson. Did I say it right? Did I say it right, Andrew? Please tell me I said it right. 2.5 days. My boy John Gill, 8 days while working a full-time job. Humble Pie. Oh, John, I get what you're saying. You're like, I'm surprised it's even 100. I got you, brother. My bad. Humble Pie, 3 weeks. 1 trade for Sean Gallagher. Jenny Wonders made it back several times over. It took her 6 trades to make her membership fee back. Diane Fig started with a $100 account. It took her 4 months to make back her membership. Took Trying to Profit 7 weeks. Took JG Scuba 4 months. D Lee 6519 made the membership fee back today alone. 10 days for Off the Fence. Jenny Wonders out of PDT rule. Get it, girl. Yes. Yes. Out of PDT rule. Way to go, Jenny Wonders. So proud of you. Congrats. So proud of you. Congrats. April makes trades 2 to 3 days to make back her annual membership fee. And then it took 2 weeks to make back her lifetime membership fee and has made double all of her fees just today. That is incredible, April. Congratulations. Took my boy Glenn Wilson, my money man. Took him 2 days to make back that membership fee. Jan G is still paper trading. Good for you, Jan. Continue to paper trade until you're comfortable. But she would have if it was real money already. She's having a lot of success implementing what she's learning in the courses on the simulator. Stay on that simulator, Jan. Don't be in any type of rush. You stay there till you're comfortable. The market's not going anywhere. It took Thomas Barty 3 months to make back their membership fee while working a full-time job. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. Congratulations, guys. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, there you have it. You can see all the teaching members that are telling you how long it took them to make back their membership fee. Over 80% of them are successful. I told you guys about that money back guarantee. If you have ever thought about getting yourself an education and actually giving this trading thing a shot, if this is not enough of an opportunity for you to pull the trigger, then nothing ever will. Because there's not much else that I can offer you that's gonna help you, start to kick this can down the road. There's not much else I can offer you. I'm giving you a 42% discount. It's less than $3.50 a day. That's a cup of coffee. I'm giving you a brand new free laptop. That's worth a few $100 right there. I'm offering you a money back guarantee. You're getting thousands of dollars in value in free resources and tools included with your TeachD membership. There's not much else that we can do. If this is not enough to get you to decide, you know what, I'm going to invest in my own education, that's what you have to think about your trading group is you're investing in yourself. You're not just paying for trade alerts. TeachD is way more than just trade alerts. It's a platform, okay, that gives you resources, gives you tools, gives you courses, gives you mentorship, guidance, support staff, okay? It's a lot more than just trade alerts, okay? Use coupon code TTG121. You actually have to enter the code, guys. You have to type TTG121 and click apply code. Joe, pull it up real quick just so we can show them one more time. Okay, you actually have to enter TTG121 and then click apply code in order for you to get that 42% discount. Remember, the next 14 people to do so are going to get themselves a brand new free laptop. Okay, you'll know you're getting a laptop if you see it in your checkout cart. If you do not see the laptop in your checkout cart, that means we have completely sold out of laptops. I also welcome and encourage you all to go to our Trustpilot and read those reviews. We are 5-star rated on Trustpilot. Well over 1,300 people have taken the time out of their day to leave us a review. Okay? Guys, seriously, go read them. There's no better referral than one of your peers. Go read those reviews. Use coupon code TTG121, get the 42% discount, and get yourself a brand new free laptop. All right? There you have it, folks. All right. So thanks for joining me tonight, gang. I hope this was helpful. Hope you guys learned something from these lives. That's my goal with each and every single one of these lives, is to help you become a better trader. Coupon code TTG121, the 42% discounts available for you guys, that money back guarantee, and that brand new free laptop. It is yours free, the next 14 people. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button. Turn on those notifications. Make sure you never miss out on any one of these streams. We're starting the week off in the green. Let's build on top of that tomorrow. I'll catch you guys all in.